Welcome to Talking Comics. My name is Per, and I'm here with my friend Paul. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thanks. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this new Amazon Prime cartoon TV show called Invincible. What'd you think of the show, Paul?
Well, first off, I'd like to say if you're a person who doesn't like violence or blood or anything of that nature, I wouldn't recommend this because it has all that stuff in it. It is very violent. It is very bloody. It's a superhero story, obviously, but it kind of has some dark edges to it.
Yeah, it's trying to be realistic. So, like, what would happen if a superhero like Superman punched a real person? Well, obviously it would be catastrophic. So that's how they depict it in this show.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, part of his, he just, as a teenager, he randomly one day got his powers. His dad's an alien, much like Superman. And so one day, this half Earthling and half alien finally got his powers. And so now he's learning how to use them. It's almost as though he's learning to walk for the first time.
Yeah, I enjoyed the part where he's learning to use his powers and like maybe he's like flying, but then land, he learns to fly, which is not easy, and then he's learning to land and he like crashes straight into the ground and creates a giant hole in the ground. So they do that part pretty good.
Right. And one of the cool villains, there's lots of cool villains. That's what's kind of fun. There's a lot of cool villains. And one of the cool ones I thought, they open up the scene in the first episode is the Mahler twins. And what's great about them is they're these big superpowered guys, but they're clones. They have the ability to clone themselves. They're scientists. And so they figured out a way to clone themselves so they don't know who is who. Like as soon as the clone is made, he thinks he's the original. And it's great. I love it.
Okay, so whatever. We don't normally do reviews, but let's use a out of 10, 1 to 10 scale. I'm going to say out of 10, this thing's a 9. Like, I absolutely love it. What do you think?
I'm going to agree. 9 sounds about right to me, too.
That's right. I mean, it could be, I think the art maybe could be slightly better. Like the story.
I agree. Like the mom, for example, I don't know if you saw it, but she constantly is wearing this green blouse, which I mean, I think is okay. But like after, however many days go by, you think she might wear something else. And that, I think that is kind of cheap. I wish they would, make it a little bit more realistic in that manner.
Yeah, I think the story is like perfect, but the art could be a little better. So, whatever.
Yeah, and they kind of are still a little stiff, like the way they. But they really do a nice job of flying. Like it's a good rendition of flying, I feel.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Okay, and then we're going to look at the comic values that go along with Invincible next. Okay, so here's the prices on Invincible #1, 2003, the high grade comics. Anything jump out at you here, Paul?
Well, yeah, in 2019, a 9.8 sold for $964. Last sale, $2,500. That's a big jump up, and we're seeing that all across the board. Even in a 9.2 in 2019, they're averaging $245. The last sale was $975.
Yeah, that's gone up 4 times. So, having a great TV show made about you, plus comic prices are up in the pandemic. Like this is the one that you wish you had a bunch of nice copies of.
Yeah, this is the one you wish you would have bought 2019.
Exactly right. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Any final words, Paul?
No, except for if you liked this video, why don't you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks.